And greetings, everyone. And yes, you did hear me typing behind the starting up music. Sorry about that. Hi. Yay! We're here. Why am I here? I'm here because see behind me? See that fissure? That fissure is swimming across the. I wish he was taking the bridge, and maybe I could say that. Maybe that will be the story, that he is swimming. He is not swimming across. He is actually, except we're about to see him swimming across right now. Yes, he is swimming across. I'm changing my view. Sigh. So the fishery is located right here. This is the fishery right here. It is a Shire fishery. It has this connection. This is a legitimate part of the fishery. Let's go over here because I'm going to look at the fishery for a moment. It's a legitimate part of the fishery, level 5. And let's come here. Let's get some things that we need. I'm going to take a bed. I'm going to take a pickaxe. I'm going to bring down these guys for a minute. Let's put the pickaxe there and the shovel here for a second. But right now, let's go to the Shire fishery for a minute. Nope, can't do it that way. S-H-I-R-E. And let's go to husbandry, the fisher's hut. There's 2 of them now. I think this is the one that we have. It's not. We're not using this one. That's right. This was, I'm not sure I remember this. This might have been the original one, but I don't think so. And look at the flags. I don't think so. This is the one that we're doing at a level 5. So see, the water here is connected to the river, but it has this water right here, and it has these areas. So I'm not sure what that was supposed to mean for the person, the fisher, why the fisher is going all the way across to the other bank to fish, and then throwing the stuff on the bank. Is he going to pick it up? Is he going to get this stuff? Why didn't he get it in the first place? So something's still going on with the fishers, and but we're going to let our fisher continue to swim across. I wish he would take, he's right here, he could take this and go across and go home, but nah, he's going to swim. And he is swimming because that's how deep it is. Okay, so long as he doesn't get stuck under one of these boats is my problem, is the thing that I'm concerned about. At least, is he going to take the stairs? He abso-freaking-lutely is not. So we put stairs in. He's not going to take those. He's walking over to here. He's going to walk up the back way. And which back way is he going? Is he actually going this way? He sure is. And there you go. So we just watched the fisher avoid every single walkway that's been made for his convenience. So, all right. And I already know that it has to do with the quickest way. It has to do with the way the AI works, where they choose the shortest, fastest way of getting to places. I understand that. I do indeed. All right. So there isn't too much that we can do about that, except to have him have a house on the poppy fields. And I don't know whether Pierce is going to let him do that. We don't have any space here. He could live in one of these houses over here, but he would still probably end up doing this. See what he's doing right here, coming down and going down. I guess I will mark it. I'll mark it. I'll make it legit that he can do that. Let's put that piece in. Let's put a piece there. Let's put a piece here. And let's get this. And there he goes. He's going across the way to go fish on the other side. And we can do this for right here. Bring this down. And that is a legitimate path to his place. I'm just going to go ahead and let him have this. He can't go that way. Oh, let's just put dirt in, and that'll do it. Okay, let's put dirt here. Let's get a piece of dirt, put it right there. Nothing can grow there anyway. And then we'll take this, and right here where these two poppies are, I'm sorry you guys, you can't be here. And we're just going to put that in. And so there is a path that goes all the way from here, all the way. So let me take this, put this here, and so that I can do the path part again. Let's bring this up. Let's make these go away, and let's do this. So this morning on Twitch, we actually made a decision about putting in a canal. And the reason that we did was because of this building back here. We need a way to connect to the little village that is actually bringing us yellow sand, not orange, not red, yellow sand for this building. So we need the yellow sand for this building right here, the boat right. And look, oh my gosh, it's so cool to see it actually getting built. It is really, really cool. So yeah, so they are making brick as fast as they can, and we're going to cross over King Mountain here. We're going to cross over Catty Corner of King Mountain, so you can see where the town is and that this is the top. And we're going to come all the way over into the southwestern corner. You can see the Delta Tower. You can see the house balloon. There's a house balloon right there. And you can see the experimental housing in the wasteland. And you can see that there is a construction site set up. And this construction site is set up for the builders of the canal. So the problem is the canal is outside of the border. So even if Athens, which I think it does, I think one of these infrastructures actually has a beautiful canal or something like that. But let me see if I am remembering that properly. Ancient, let's go to ancient Athens for a minute. Let's look at these. Let's look at aqueducts, and let's look at a straight aqueduct, and those are up in the air. I see those. Okay, so this is water up in the air. Let's go back to infrastructure, bridges, roads, grand professional, processional, rural, and no, don't see. Let's look at Crimson Keep. CRIM. Crimson Keep, Princess Wendy and Dilbert 93. they actually had some interesting things. Connector, nope. Roof and hut and wall and bridge, nope. And I thought they did. Connector, empty. Crimson Pond connector, empty. I see that underneath. That looks like wool under the water there. I don't think that's possible. Sewer, let's look at connector, pond, and that is up high with the sewer underneath. So we have these sewer, you can actually, yeah, isn't that wild? Look at this. This is stunning to have actual sewers running under the city. Would be really quite amazing. And that is not just Crimson Keep, but that's also, I believe, Byzantine has sewers. Spumante, let me see for a minute. Infrastructure, retaining wall, harbor, pier, seawalls, pier main, pier. These are pier pieces. Let me see what it looks like. And see. Okay. So these are walkways or something, some kind of wall piece. Let's go to infrastructure again. Retaining walls, retaining walls, retaining walls. So a retaining wall would probably, putting a retaining wall in would probably make the water, would probably get rid of, but it doesn't get rid of enough. And so that's not the one. Harbor, seawall. Let's see, a diagram, a seawall, and that's just the wall that way. Corner parts of a wall that come off on that side, which is really quite cool. It really is. Okay. I don't think so. I don't think. I thought that maybe Athens would have it. Let's look at decorations again. Let's look at the harbor for a minute. There's seawalls of theirs. Let's look at a section of seawall. Let's bring it up so I can see what it looks like. That's pretty nice. That's quite interesting, isn't it? We would just have to fill it up farther or something like that, which, wow, that's very curious. I actually like that a lot. But I'm not sure it's usable here. Hold on for a sec. Let's come, oh! Did you see me toss that away? Let's come over here. That's the Q. Keep reaching for Q instead of W. Let's go back to ancient Athens decorations for a minute. Let's go to harbor. Let's go to structures. And we have warehouses, the shipwright, which we've been calling the boatwright, and ship construction, and that's all in that. And the seawall, we've got that, and other is buoys, and a shoal. What's a shoal? Hold on, let me see what it's showing. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's look through the pack for a second. I don't think that steampunk does. Fields and mine shafts, and in fields it's just the greenhouse. The greenhouse that we've been using for our botanical gardens and things like that, and for our greenhouses is that greenhouse. In decorations, we have ships, we have supplies, miscellaneous, apiary, an oxidizer. What in the world is an oxidizer? Oh, for oxidizing the copper. Ah, interesting. Oh, that's curious, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Since they use a lot of copper, they actually have an oxidizer building. Level 1, level 2 has a hard roof on it. What's that roof made out of? Mr. Villager, oi! That looks like slate and basalt. That's definitely basalt on there. Fascinating. Okay, so let's switch and see. I don't think we're going to find what we're looking for. I do not think so. Fortress maybe? Stalactite caves? Why would they? Let's see for a second. Let's look at decorations. What's this that's empty? Those are fields. And that's a pond. This is one of those big pond pieces, which is nice. Look at this. That would almost work. That's fascinating. And this time you didn't miss it. That is true. Yay! Welcome, welcome. I missed you. And let me see. Roads and corners. And in the walls, I don't think they have there aren't any walls. There aren't any walls in stalactite because we're underground. So let's switch. How am I doing? To the bem. To the bem. There's still some problems that don't seem to have a real clean or clear-cut way for them to be solved, which is very frustrating. But that's one of those things that will have to somehow work its way out. Now these walls, I'm almost positive that corner, yeah, it's these big pieces right here, and none of that is going to work for what I want. And yeah, so let's switch one last time. Vosi, como está Vosi? How are you? I don't think Colonial does, but we can look. Sewage. There's the canal. Deep. A large lock. Let's see what this looks like. This is what we were looking for. This is actually what we were looking for. Okay, so this has a lock. Ah, to the bem. Excellent, to the bem. This has a lock, but we don't really need a lock in this area, although it looks so cool. But what the rest of it has is deep, solid straight. There's one there, a stone bridge going over, a solid straight, a stone straight, a stone straight. We could do that to keep in the sand. But I don't think the hard sand is really washing away. But let's go back to canal. Is this canal wide enough? Let's go to our canal location and see if it is wide enough. So you remember the last time we were here and we went over to that little village, and they're cut off water-wise from us, and we were thinking that we would put in a canal. So I'm going to go to sleep. Although sand is not really comfortable, why don't we go into the water? We'll go down. Look at this. This is what happens in salty. This water is super salty. and that's andesite, which is not fun. And this might be too salty. Look at the color. Wow. Let's go over to the other side here to the river, to the Narrows. Now that might be a reason to have a lock, because this is not really as salty as that was. Yeah, it did look toxic. It actually absolutely did. Let's come all the way down. Let's go to sleep right here. It did indeed. All right, look at us. Look, there's sand. Right there. We could have had a lovely sand bed. Or else, yeah, it kind of did. Now, here's the thing that I don't think is possible. This is actually outside of the wall, outside of the border of the town. This part right here. But let's see how big this is. Let's look here. So even in creative, I don't think I can build this. Infrastructure, it changed. Let's go back. Let's switch packs. Let's go back to, that was Frontier. Who was that? Masked Man. Anyway, let's look at infrastructure. It was not. Switch. Who did we find it in? Who had it? Am I going to have to go back and look at my own video in order to find that? That's wild. Was it Colonial? Let's look for a minute. Yes, it was Colonial. Okay, deep. And let's do stone straight. Stone straight. So this is a stone straight right here. This piece right here. And it is almost exactly the size that we need. It is a little tiny bit bigger. No, our space is a little tiny bit. See where our space, where we were making our space like that, and this space is coming here like this. So this would be here down to here. And let me see if we're going to, let's see what this is at. I think this is at 63 right here. I think it is. True quality water, yeah, 63. So we want the top of this, see where those are, to be at 63, and this is 63 right here. So let's bring those all the way down to right there. That's where we would want it to be, and that's how it would be in this location. Let's see if I can build it. Constructed. I can. I did not think that was possible. Hold on, because I'm outside of the border. I absolutely did not think that was possible. Wow, look at this. Look at it. There it is. There's the water. So now we would just have to fill this. And this might be a problem, but we'll see. Let's try for a second with our buckets and see what happens if we try and fill this. It's in a queue. Let's see here. Unfortunately, your survival server has problems. Oh, wow. Let's come here. So see that right there? That's the water's edge there, right here. This part is where this begins. I'm going to do it in sections in hopes that we won't have too big an area in the middle that we can't get to fill in. And sure enough, we definitely do, which kind of almost makes this a little tiny bit useless. Because we have to fill it in from that. Unless, let's try something. It's in a queue, and now you need to wait. Oh, to play. Oh, oh. What you mean is, let me see if I understand you. What you mean is that the server is so crowded that you have to wait your turn to play, right? You have to wait to play. That's what it sounds like. Let's try something for a minute. So let's do the next one differently. Let's come here. Let's touch this right here. Let's go to Colonial, to Infrastructure, to Canal, to Deep, Stone Straight, and let's raise it up right here. Let's raise it up until it's at where the water is. So the water is right there. Let's put it at the water's edge. So just a second. Bring this here. Now that's the water's edge right there. That's the water's edge. Let's pull this over like this. That puts this here with the water being there. So see, when I raise this up, the water is above the water line, but if it's here, it's where it should be. That doesn't make it that deep, but for our purposes, it probably is deep enough. Look at this water in the wasteland. Wow. I don't know how these fish can stand it. It is super. This must be like what Salt Lake City must look like. Really and truly. The connection was cut off. Oh, here we go. Ready? Constructed. All right, so this is how we do it. We're gonna have to put in the sand, the dried salt that we dug out. We'll have to put it back in, but here's the beginning. So we have this here, and this is deep. This is considered deep right here. I'm underwater completely, so it is. So let's continue. So the next one, infrastructure, canal, deep, long straight. We don't have any corners. We don't have any carry things. So let's move this right over to overlap so that it takes away that piece right there. We need to take away just this. So we'll bring it right up to that and construct it. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Now I still am going to have to do something about this little walk that I've created along the sides, but it's actually okay. Now the fact that Tana is building it, do we need this little place here? This was supposed to be for the builders to live while this was being built, but this is being built by Tana really quickly. I'm not sure that I need this anymore, what I was going to put here, and I think I'm going to cancel because I don't want her to start working on it. Asphodel?
It's a fine afternoon.
What's going on? You need a pickup that you haven't gotten? It's raining in the lush. I forgot. When it rains on the river and in the lush, that's what happens. Let's come here. Let's come to here. Let's look at this and let's cancel. that, so she's upgrading the concrete mixer right now. And let's look and see, and she needs black brick extra, which is spruce plank, which Santana is growing some monster spruce out there. So we've made the construction site go away, this part right here, because we're putting it in ourselves. I'm going to go and read on chat for a minute. Hello, and see. So we can say that the connection was cut off. I see. In reality, it isn't because of too many players. For now, I'm the only player with frequency, or else really lonely. Really? It seems there are too many servers being activated by the website at the same time, considering it's vacation. Oh yeah, and that does make sense. It does indeed. Let's come back here. Let's move this to this one right here, and let us construct it. Constructed, and there we are. This is fun. This is very fun. Now when we get to the place where we have to turn here, this is going to be interesting. But I think I can do it and I think I might have to have a lock because of the different type of water. Would they do that for that? I don't know. Maybe not. Let's do some more. Let's move this way. And now I think I'm going to begin. Should I start here? I think I should. I'm going to begin moving it over one and doing it like that. And there is that one there. Let's move the next one. I love that I am not resetting it. It's doing itself, which is really cool. Let's do this one. Constructed. Let's come over here. Let's move this one way, this way, bring it back, and constructed here. Now they can't build it anyway. It's outside of the border of town. We're actually putting this in with the help of the village and with the Mer Nation help. We are putting in this right now. So let's do this, this, and this. Are we gonna make it? I think we are. Let's try one more. I'm glad I started when I did. And constructed. There we are. And do we have water the whole way? We sure do. Look at this. This is so cool. And they finally made the female farmer costumes. Oh, interesting. That is curious. That definitely is. Okay, here is the last one. And this is the one that is going to be problematic. See what I've got there? I'm going to have to do it like this first. I'm going to have to do it here. See that right there? I'm going to have to do it like this here. Let's do one. And let me build it here. Hold on. Constructed. And there we go. Let's go to the next one here. Now we've got the two waters joined together. But I've got to get it so that it looks like they are using a path. So this one is on the outside of this. Perfect. Right there. And let us do this one constructed. So we're essentially going to take this tree away and have this join the river right here. I'm going to continue to angle it out a little bit more. This side, we'll take this side down. This side here, let me see what I want to do with that. Hold on for a second. Let's look at this for a second. Let's go to infrastructure, to canals, deep, and a shoal. No, we definitely don't want a shoal. We definitely want a deep, a small lock. A small lock would look like this, right here with that walkway. That is actually nice right there, but I should actually move it back to here and put it down. See where it is? So we need to put it down one right here. Put this down into the ground right here. So this is like something that is moved. Let's construct this. Let's see what happens. Constructed, and there we go. Now we've got a problem, Houston, because this part right here is not connected properly to these. This one on the outside is okay. This one on this side is inside this part. So this piece right here would have to come in. I think I might have to do that by hand. So we're putting the lock right here. This piece that's here, where this is, this piece right here where this is, we won't need this part. Yeah, we do need this part, at least to come here. So river runners coming from this way would have to come this way and then turn here. The river runners that are coming from this way would actually have to line up right here and continue on right in this spot right here, and that's what we're going to do. So one is on the outside, one's on the inside, and this one is nowhere. So this is the one that we would have to bring this part up to there. So now that we have that, let's go back. Let's go back to here for a second. Let's look at infrastructure, canal, deep, and the stone straight here. We could do a solid straight now and see what this looks like. So what I think is going to happen here is there shouldn't be anything here when I do this. So let's see if that is in fact true. And that area right there will fill that in. But let's look and see if we can actually, if this works the way I think it's going to work. No worries. If the server gets back working, you will bring fresh news and then put things in order. That sounds good. That sounds good. And I hope for you, I know that's so difficult when you're on a server. It's one of the reasons I'm not. I go much slower than most people do. And because of that, I usually do not want, let's see what happened here. It says there's something here. Let's X this for, no, I don't want to X it yet. I see that marker line there, but we'll see what happens as we move up here. We're going to have a problem with this tree because I think we're going to go straight. And we actually needed to move this over one. And I think I'm going to have to. I think I need to move this over one this way. So yes, it looks like it did make a sand. It did make a sand. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Okay. Why is it not in the same position? Hold on. Let's see what went wrong here. It should be here. This is where it should be. Whoop! I threw it again. Oh no, this is too far up. Okay, let's go to here and do this. It's an interesting thing. I'm not sure. I have a tiny keyboard and it's curious. I think I'm going to do a sand wall here. I think I'm going to let it do what it thinks the wall should be made out of right here. And we've got that piece. I'm going to, it's at the watermark. It's above the watermark. That's not good. This is above the watermark. The water is there. So that's something I have to be careful of. All right, so we have that. Let's move it forward. We're still making a canal. We're going to move it forward like this, and we can see it moving and setting itself up right here, except we're going to move it this way. So we're moving the traffic to join this traffic here. And this part of the wall will go away right about here. After the lock part right here, this part's going to go away. We'll have to fill in that section right there. But there it is. There it is. We've got a full canal coming. Now this canal goes from here, it goes around. Let me get the bucket out of the way. They come around here in the river runners, and they continue around here. This is about as wide as the canal is, this area right here. And then they have this, where they have a piece in the way right here. And this piece right here, we would have to make this go away. This piece right here, which I think we could. Let's come here. Let's see what I've got on me. Let's take this here. And let's be careful about the way we do this so we don't end up with huge spots in the water. We're just going to fill these in as we take it down. I've learned my lesson well. And then let's come here and let's do the next set. So this will give us enough space here for river runners to run down in this section. Let's put that in, and let's get rid of these. There's a bucket. So we're filling this in. Fill all of this into this part. So yeah, we were actually going to build a here we go. Did it go away? Did it just go away on its own? It sure did. Okay, cool. This is going to be the hard one. Let's use this. Let's dig down this way. I see some right there. But I think it's okay. So now we've made it. River runners sometimes get stuck on these pieces, these sand barges. This is the sand that they would pick up and sell to us, is this sand underneath here. And as you see, they are in a complete sand area. And we could make it, we could have a river runner here, one of the ones. Let's see if we can make it look like that. Let's see if we can. Let's come here. Let's, do I want to switch? I don't need to. Let's go to decoration ships. I need a cargo, the cargo wood or the cargo hay or an open green. Let's come here. We of course are back where we were. Let's X. Let's do that again. Decorations, ships. Let's look at the cargo wood. This is a cargo wood right here. Let's look at the next one, decoration ships. Cargo hay looks like this. Cargo wood. The green, these are the ones that have tops, which we're probably not going to have. Do you remember the image? Yeah. You would like to know which seems better. As far as your story is concerned, the one that's on top, the one that's dark, the one that's not a separate page. If you do a separate page, it's a nice idea, but it depends. That would mean that you would have to have those pages all along, wouldn't it? In there? Just something to think about. I liked both of them. But it's something to, I lost it. I lost an ear. But it's something to think about in regards to that you'd have to do that for all the parts of the story. Nope, decoration ships. So we have a cargo hay, a cargo wood, which is up like this. Now the cargo hay is probably to keep it, this looks like we would have a sand, this looks like a sand barge for sure. So if they had a sand barge here, or a sand barge, let's put the sand barge back or here. I think it would be here, because then they would be turning them to go this way. But I found it. Yeah. All right. So let's look at this. And let's say that this is what happens. So a river runner would come and tow one of these. This is something that's towed, and a river runner would come along and pick up that. And actually, see, this is closed right here. This is a closed area right here. It's amazing, but it's definitely closed. Are you going to come in? There it is, see? So there is swamp and stuff here, but it is very tight and tangled, and not a way that they would come. They're really cut off in this corner, which is one of the reasons why we want to suggest that they have a tanker here, and maybe two. Let's move the tanker over right here and set it right back into this spot right here, and let us construct it. So I think I just did. Yay! All right, and this is the one wherein we could show them having this storage, us giving them things, and when it comes from them, it's full of sand because we're buying sand from them. And what we give them back is more building materials for them. And the proof that we're giving them building materials is this. Where are they getting that from? You see that terracotta? So they love using terracotta. They don't have enough trees to be chopping all their trees down, so we're giving them that. Look at the wheat. They do grow some, but not this amount. So we're giving them wheat and some things like that. There's the camel just stood up. And yeah, so that is our arrangement with this little town. And when you look on the map, you'll see that in this area right here, there's a bigger town. So see this water area right here? It could go over and then they'd have to cross land to get to this one right here. Wow, look at that. See that right there? There are some amazing, amazing towns in the desert. And there are also some amazing dungeons in the desert. And it is really beautiful. So we now have this boat, and look at our canal. Look what it looks like on the map. So we just need to get rid of this little land mass right here, and it's perfect. So let's go back and let's finish the canal now that we've got a single boat out here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think about it. Do I want it to have these? I don't think so. We're going to put these on the front here. Oh, oh, no! I went to sleep. Apparently I was very sleepy. And I went to sleep right there. Just like that. Is that one of these like this? Or is, oh no, it's not. It's actually straight on. So there's that. Let's get rid of these two for a second. Let's bring this over and put that back. We're not going to have open torches in a wooden boat. So we'll just put these here. And there is the construction. I was pretty sure you couldn't actually make something outside of the border, but I was wrong. I was actually wrong, but I have a tendency to be wrong sometimes. I can be pretty wrong many, many times as the program changes and grows and does all sorts of things. Yeah, I actually end up being wrong. But right now, we're going to head back to where we're putting in the canal. Right around this corner. All this beautiful sand. And here we come into this area. You start seeing smoke. And here it is. So here is the waterway. And yeah, we'll have to light it. It looks pretty with the lights like that. So we'll have to decide what we want to use. We have a lock there. And is that lock down one? It actually is. I know that's the whole point of a lock, and I should have realized that. Well, we're going to have to bring it, and we're not going to be able to. we are not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to make the water. Oh, wow. Unexpected. Okay, so now you can see that we have this section right here. This is going to go away. But for right now, in order to get rid of this piece right here, we could cut the tree down. Let me put this here and let's cut down the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dead wood. Dead wood. Wood. Nope. Dead. AD. So it's not called dead wood. What's it called? Dead log. Okay. D-A-D, G, and there we are. 12. And there we go. Okay. And now let us touch right here for a minute because we're going to have to start again with setting this. Let's go to switch to frontier. Let's go to infrastructure. It's not frontier. Oh no, it's OG, isn't it? It's Colonial. Switch to Colonial. C-O-L-O-N. Is it Colonial? Canal. Yes, it is. Deep and solid straight. This is a solid straight right here. And so now let's set it down so that the water matches, but we're moving it out one. Let's bring this down to where the water is. Hold on. Something just happened there. I need to be able to see the water is right here, and that's where I need it to be. And this is coming this way, so we have one more piece after this. And constructed. And then let's move this up to here, right here like this, and construct this. Constructed, and let's put this, let's bring it up to this piece of land right here. So that way we know it's deep enough. It could actually go all the way over, but we're going to construct it right here. And that gets rid of that. And yeah, I know. I might as well go ahead and get rid of this. I think I'm just going to have it disappear like this, right in this part. And we are done. So we can take this right here and X. So this side coming from right here, this side is going to go away. And unfortunately, this cannot be, I can't use the netherite Tyrian steel to get this to go away. It just doesn't recognize that. So we're just going to have to walk this whole line and get this whole piece to go away. And here, all the way down to our new canal floor right here. So see where we can see the ocean, the Narrows River right in this part. So we're taking all of this away. So yeah, Mr. Villager, you're probably not there but I really like the lore that you're creating, and I love the look of the pieces that you have. The look of, do we need that shelf? Okay, now we can do something with shelf. Let's take this shelf away right here, and that leaves us this. Look what we found. We found lovely clay. Yay. Right here. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 balls. Clay and Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we'll add that right there. How's our time? We're spending the whole time doing this. And this is a really nice surface for the river runners. I'm not going to have it come out farther than this piece right here, and because this is actually all the actual river, I would like to take away a little bit of this right in this spot right here, and trim this part over just a little bit in this section. Let me get this, take these away down to the stone. Okay. So on this side, this part is done. We will not have it come up in this part right here. So this whole piece right here will come away. All of this will come away right here. But I don't need any of this right from this part right here. So let's come down. Let's look right here. Let's take this part back. So they can see the boats come in right on this part here. It's actually going to be a part of their area right in here. And this coming over this way. I'm going to need water right here. Water from these right here. Let's bring this up. And this is on this side. Okay, so what do I want to do about this? I think I need to have just that as a protection. And I definitely would like to have that. Oh, let's put that one there. And let's have the rest of these go away. Right here, this comes up here. A person can come to the end of the lock right here, and I'll see what I want to do about how that ends in that part. But right now, let me take this piece. You can see, right? Should I make it so you can see? Let's come down into the water, and there's some beautiful sand, and we're going to go to sleep right now. Underwater, lovely weight of the water, and there we are. We can take a nap for a little bit. That's one of the things that mermaids learn to do when they're very young, is to be able to take a nap underwater. You have to monitor your breathing when you do that. I mean, we do breathe like whales, and dolphins. And so we do have to monitor for that. Da, da, da. All right, and then here, let's put this here. Let's come back. Let's get the water and let's fill these parts. Let's make those go away right there. I think I'm going to have this come all the way to here. I'm going to see what I want to do with that in a little bit, but for right now, okay, that's why we have a bucket, an empty bucket in case we do something silly like that. And there it is. I'm really pleased with how this worked out, getting this to actually be filled in this area. And this is really, really nice. And then on this side, we have this. So, what do you say? What should we do about the fact? Let me move these. Let's move that down right in this spot right here. This is the part that we thought we were going to follow this line, but we can now put some of this back. We can fill these things in, or we can say that that's a remnant of them building. I'm glad it's on that side. Sleep. I beg your pardon, but you can see right here, this is a place where I need to do something for the fact that I'd like to have something here that would look like some little lock control. And that would mean some small building that would look like a lock control. Look like somebody managing the locks right in that spot. Right in that spot. Now this is the guardian tower that's going to be up this high, and we'll actually be able to look over top of this. And I do. Let's do a couple things. Let's look at right here. Let's come down here and let's look at, click on something solid. Let me see. It would almost kind of be like some sort of guard tower or something, right? What do you think? I don't think that this one, I need a small maybe guard tower. I think that's what's needed. Let's look at the guard towers and see. We have a wall guard. Let me see what this looks like. That's very curious. Okay. And then just a plain guard level 5. And then we start getting into some monsters. Yep. Look at that. I think those are weapons. Weapons of mass destruction. Let's switch. Let's look at... What do you suggest, Mr. Villager? Or Athens, maybe. Let's look at Athens. Let's look at guard towers for a minute. Let's look at a guard tower. We have several different kinds. A lighthouse, which we don't need. And the lighthouse level 5. We don't really need that. A wall tower. Right here. Look at this wall tower. Look at this right here. This might actually be what we need right here. Hold on a second. Let's move this up into this area. Let's put the door right there like that. And then we can make that platform piece come out a little bit more and have a wall right in there. So this is even with this. This should be even. That's where it would have to be one or the other. So we'll have to bring it up and it would be there. And this is a wall tower. Level 5 is going to look like this. This is too high, too military, and the wrong kind of stone, I think, for right here. So I'd be looking at Fortress or Colonial, one of the Colonials for it, don't you think? I think I would. Let's switch. Let's look at steampunk for a minute. I want to look at guard towers for a second and see if there are any guard towers. And then the other one, I don't see any difference between these two. There's probably a difference in how tall they go up. Let's look at archaeology for, we might as well look at archaeology for a guard tower for just a sec. And this one, and I don't think there's enough. See, that's all it is just that sitting there. And I would like it to have some more details than that. So let us switch and let's see who we can find. Ancient Athens, I don't actually know how many different types of guard towers. Ooh. So is this the one we were looking at? This is the one we looked at. It wouldn't be fair to the guard to have this tower and it only be a level 1 or a level 2. Level 2, this wall tower right here. Let's look at the level 2. Has the lighter wood and a stone. So the level 1 would be actually what we would want. This actually is what we want, something that looks like this. However, remember the Mesa one? Oh, select. Let's go to here. Let's go to guard tower. It looks like this. It's not gonna work, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work here, even after it's a level 5. Especially, let's push it back. So it would be sitting here like this. And we would want it to be, and I don't like that's the level 5, the level 1. Not for this location, because I want it to look more like it's an actual building. Chatoneko! Hello, you finally have started the construction on the sawmill. Yay! In your colony. Excellent! Excellent. Let's switch. So far, guard tower. I don't even remember what this guard tower. Yeah, nah. Switch. I definitely don't want that kind of top. Pagoda had a couple of different kinds, but they're going to end up in concrete mostly, I think. The military, a guard tower. and it's too big, and the alternative is twice as big. So switch out. Did I look at the guard tower here? Military, guard tower, I'm forgetting. Here's that one, and the wall, forget it. All right, switch. That is so good. That is wonderful. That really is. And Caledonia, I don't remember. And the fortresses, I have to look. I haven't looked in a while. So that's a 5. Yeah, they're these. And this one here, level 5, comes up like that. The urban savanna was always a little one. You are. Urban savanna was always a little tower. Let's see if they changed it and made it different. But the guard tower, sure enough. This is it, because this looks like it looks out over this piece right here. The level 5, this, by the way, is the level 5. The level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I know, it's still a little bit big. So right next to where this is, there would be this sitting right here with the walkway right there. I'm just not seeing it. Any suggestions, anybody? See you later. Chato. Let's see, and let's come here for a second. Switch out. It always takes me a little bit to make a decision about these. Shoot. This is actually a walkthrough right here, and we don't need that. That's the regular one, I think, and the alt is this one, level 5. Okay, and this one is this one. Turn it around, and the level 5 is this. I haven't made this one in a long time. I have made this one before. You can see. So no, I just don't like any of them for what I want. Let's try one more thing. Let's go to Athens, Ancient Sea. Let's go here. Let's look at decorations. Let's look at the harbor, piers, structures, shoals, paths, other, a buoy. What's this? Medium military, structures, a crane, storage shed. I want it to more look like it's to run these locks right here. So that isn't going to work. Infrastructure, military. I know I looked. I'm looking again. Guard tower, city tower, wall tower. And that's where we got this piece. And the level 1 of this piece is actually the one that I actually like the best. Like it is actually doing something, has something to do with this lock. That's why I like it. I hate that the person is going to end up being a level 1 and not be able to get up any higher, which means they'll be unhappy. And in actuality, this should be facing this way and sit right here, maybe. Sit right here. Oh, I saw that. Sit right here on this part, like this. Come up here like this, and be here, but sticking out too far into the water for the lock. There's the lock right there, so we can see the lock wall. Ah! And a person would say, build your own. Yes, 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 yes. Ah. Or I'll come back to it because I am not finding. I could do this on Twitch and search some more. We are looking at just guard towers so far. And I wish I had something that I like. This actually is the closest. This right here. This is the closest to what I want it to look like. This is right here. And if it was at this level, it would come here. Let me see for a second how far that comes. Yeah, I would want it to come right on this walkway like that, right to that. And this part would be in the water and this wouldn't be here. This whole section wouldn't be here, but this is the building right there. Does that make sense? Let's go to sleep. Oh, I miss all my people. I miss people who would say to me, oh, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try that? I actually like that. I know that lots of people hate it. And maybe I like it because I am at a point where I don't have a large audience right now. And so that is manageable. Maybe it isn't manageable when you have a lot of people. And let's come here for a sec. Can I put that to there? Am I going to want something on the outside of this? Probably. So a river runner would come down the side of this. There'd be this part right here. This opens up. This, there's the problem. Let me see. If this opens, it would swing open this way, or it pulls back into this area on both sides. I'd have to look at locks and see how they work in order to see that particular thing. So we'd have some druid who would be doomed to this spot. And would just end up, this would end up being what they did and who they were. This part right here. You can add the stone on the other side of this to even it out. And it definitely looks like the lock goes back this way. And there's enough room for it. See that part right there? But we're eating into it a little bit. No, okay. I'm not comfortable about it yet. And I think it's just because it's so big. I'm going to have to come back to that. I am. Because I'm not comfortable with it. That means that there's something else, and that it'll be interesting to see what it decides to be. So let's do this. Let's make this be here. Let's exit, and we will see when we're doing some other buildings what that's going to end up being. But there it is. There's the canal. And we can see the lock part from here. And this opens up and goes into this area. I know what locks are for. I do. But we're going to use it like this. We're going to say that this is what this is. So we've got 2 levels right here. And if we want just in this area, we could take this this lower level out. I might want to do that, but we'll check on that. Why are we doing this? So that we can get sand delivered to town, yellow sand that is being used for the cream blocks, the cream brick. And yeah, I guess we could use orange and red, but the orange and red actually are difficult to, that would require bleaching them or something like that. Whereas if we use the yellow sand, we don't have to do anything to it in order to make, in order for it to be used in the shipwright building, which has quite a bit of sand as a part of the brick stone. This is beige or this is brown? Beige. This is beige, I think, not cream. It is beige. So you can see these pillars all coming in. All of these pieces, the chains are up. This is all what he is working on. That's Dulce, who is the carpenter who's waiting. And this is Athena's place right here. And yeah, so we'll come back here tomorrow morning and we'll do this. So Minecolonies is actually working on a 21, and I know that everyone else has gone on to 21, and that's fine, and it should be fun. I'm looking forward to when enough of the mods go over to 21, then I will too, in the same way I did with 20. So right now we're continuing as though this place is going to be there even after we're gone to another town, to another group of people setting up somewhere else. And that is one of the things that we have as a part of our story. Let's come out. Let's go to Prasino. Let's go to Prasino. And we'll see what's going on there. And I'm going to take a sip of something to drink. There we go. Single player. Here we are. And what are we doing? Oh, we're doing roads. So we're doing all sorts of we're doing all sorts of the kind of stuff that I used to say on my stream, that this is the stuff that most people leave out. That most people leave out of videos, where it takes them, how much time it actually takes them to set up the roads, to decide what's going to be there, all of that. Ah, it's raining. It's raining. Why don't we run across to the museum for a minute? We're going to use the museum to sleep right quick, and then we'll look at the work that we were doing on Twitch earlier. And here we go. So this morning, and by this morning I mean like between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock this morning, we actually began putting in permanent walkways in the university and town hall area, and we started putting them in. And I'm just watching one of the kids go up, and one of the things I wanted it to look like was a sidewalk and a road, and I think that's working. I think it looks like that, and they're fine with taking the sidewalk up, which is good. And some people just want to walk through the woods, and that's fine. Right down here, we're at the point where we need to trade out the stairs on the university. We already traded out the walkway for the hospital, and we even added a little overhang here, specifically because we changed the direction that the doors, we're having the doors open in right in this section right here. So since we were doing that, we changed, that would have left a piece above the doorway that didn't look really especially nice. So we put in, we put shingle over top in that section right there. But now we're at this point, and all of this is sidewalk. And where the library is, we already have that sidewalk part going on. So this is a continuation of that we were working on. And we can just start with, why don't we pick these? I don't think we're going to need more than the pick. It is stair. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because that's a stair piece. And let's see how much room we have and what we could actually do here. So let's come here, put that in. Let's take this off, and let's put in this set right here, and let's do that again. Let's see if we can get anywhere near bringing this up to the place where it will match where they go in. So far we've got this, and it's on either side of that, so that part is actually there. And let's see what happens here. So let's put that in. Let's put this right here, but we're not going to be able to because we actually need this to be this. So this is going to come all the way out, which means that this is going to come all the way back. Sorry. Right in this part. can we do it? We might not be able to. We're going to find out right now. So this is solid right here. And then that right there would have to be this right here, like this. So now where's the door? Is the door right here? And if the door is right here, what does that mean for this section? Let's see. So we're just having the door come up right all the way up to this section of the building right here. And then it's going to open right at this spot right here. That's going to be icky. Icky, icky, icky. Do we want to bring it? Do we want to bring the sidewalk out, or right at this point, do we just want to do this? Why don't we do this? Let's bring this section right here. Let's put this here and put stairs. Can we put stairs in there? Let's see if we can. Let me see what stairs look like. Stairs are going to come to here. That's not going to do us any good. Stairs would have to be right here. That's diorite. Let's make that go away. Andesite and BE. I probably keyed in diorite. Andesite right here, like this. And then right here. Ah. Oh, interesting. That's curious, isn't it? That actually is. Let's bring this part up. Let's put this here for a second and see what we get. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So that's that. But we have this. So this almost means that this level right here is only a partial level. See where these are. We know we have this coming here. This level is different on this side. I don't know that I want to put in a half piece here, but that's what it would take. In this section. Let's pull a half right here and let me see how I feel about that. I'm actually kind of okay with that. So when they come out, they can come to here. That is kind of a place where they could get damaged. They all came out in a certain way. If we put it up right here, so then they come to here. You have this be here, this be here. This is odd. This be here, and it would look like this. I might be okay with that. I might be okay with that. Let's do entrance. Let's look at what I have on me, because I picked up doors. I picked up these spruces. I only have one of those, but I have 2 spruce doors, which means that more than likely these were spruce doors. And this is a full stone building. Hi guys. All the top part here, all in here is stair. Right here for the door, to go in this way. And let's see. Architect's cutter. Let's bring an architect down. I've got the polished. Let me see what else I have. We could do the combination of polished and, or we could do wood and not do those at all. Or we could do glass. Let's do this glass. And let's do copper. Let's do this copper, the weathered copper. So we might need a couple pieces of each glass. Let's do this glass, and let's see what this looks like. I'm going to invent a door here. Let's go to these. Let's go to this one. Let's put this in and this. This is the door that we want. Let's switch it out and see what this looks like. And let's see which one we like the best.
Thank you for this amazing colony.
Oh, you're welcome. That sounded like Ilberic saying that. Hold on a sec. So that part is there. I would like the door to be, nah, it's gonna have to be back one. It's going to have to be back one and open up right here. So that's the door opening up right in this hallway piece right here. I actually love those. Let's try the others. Finally, that's interesting. That is looking, and that's the glass doors on the building. I really like these. I just really like those very, very much. And that makes me want to change the floor in the entryway. Let's change the floor in the entryway, and we can put in for this whole area here. Why don't we make this actual, why don't we make it andesite? Let's put this here on this air for right now. Let's make these up. I just made the lanterns go away. Let's make those go away for a second. This up here. Let's get lanterns just for a moment. Emergency, emergency. And then let's look here and let's get from what we have on us. We have the combination of these andesite, ANDE. What other kind of andesite? So we have polished and we have regular stone, and I don't see anything. And then the running bond. I forgot about running bond. Hold on. Let's look at running bond for a minute and see how we feel about it as a flooring. I kind of would prefer that maybe in a house or something. Here, I want to put in all sorts of stone in different places right here, making this front part here actually a stone walkway, a stone part of the building in this part. So, and underneath this chair, can I get over in this corner and get these two pieces right here, like that, and right here, and there we go. Let's have this be this, and there we are. So that's the beginning of doing something about this building. These are the new permanent stairs on this. It's pretty pretty intense. It definitely is. And I don't want to landscape this part back. It just happens to be on a hill, so this is the way it looks, but I really like that. I do. Okay. And then we can decide later, because it is a Littleton, we can decide to make the walls a different color and to do something like that, to maybe get terracotta or concrete. Terracotta from Rosa Ouro or concrete. So there's that portion done. And they can walk up these stairs here all the way to the Druid Learning Center and to the Mystic Grove Walk. So there's a path here that begins right here where people can walk through the Mystic Groves, and it is really, really beautiful. I love it. That is a contribution of Zaf's and is very fun. Is there anything in this? Oh, but I know what it is. I forgot. This is not a level 5 yet. This is the town hall, not level 5. I think I am going to take that away. They'll have to repair it. I don't want it to be there right now. And we're going to continue. So see this walk? We need to take it really all the way across here. We have a couple place here. Welcome back, Mr. Villager. So we have a walk that comes through this area, a walk that comes through here. And if we made them into walks and not into rail areas, we could do that. We could definitely do that. So let us, what's he doing? Let's close that. Starting carpentry. Yes. That is what they are doing. Definitely is. And let's come down here. Let's go here, right in this location right here, and let's touch the ground. So what am I using for the road? I'm using an adaptation, a modification of a dark dust road, and it is the stone railroad. I wanted to add rail to the dark dust road. It originally did not have rail, and so I wanted to add rail. But now, because I changed the materials, I can't use the actual road along because it looks like this. But this was the modification. This is what we modified in order to get the road that we have there. Let's go upstairs here. Let's go up to his room. This is Fastrid's hospital, and Fastrid has this work office that he has here, and I'm going to just go ahead and go to sleep right here rather than sleeping in the museum. Meanwhile, the things get back to place. Help with a little opinion from, yes. Let's see. Help you with a little opinion from me. Yes. Yeah, I definitely. I don't know whether you heard the answer to my other question. I hope you did. So it should be daytime. It is. Fastrid should be here in a little bit to open the hospital. And there he is. He just walked past me. Hello. All right. And we're not putting in the dark dust version of this. We're putting in the monster to mermaid version of this road. And there we go. Monster to mermaid, stone railroad. Straight. Put it here. Let's see where this road stops, right there. So is this road too long to come across here? It actually is. So let's pull this back to here. Remember the, I'm reading chat. Remember the first homes that Mr. Villager built. So behind the larger one, the higher one, you want to put something behind it. You just don't know what. And also, you think you didn't hear my last answer about the look of your lore pages, the pages where you are doing your lore. I like both of them. I like the non-separation. In other words, not having it look like a book page, having it be just the words in the air on the two examples that you gave me. So in other words, the example on the left. The example on the right is beautiful too, but I think not having the interruption looks really cool. And that is my opinion based on what you just asked me. And any idea what to do? So that's a good question. Let's come here. Let me look at that. I might have to look at it for just a second. Look at the building again for a minute. I'm going to Discord for a second and look at what Mr. Villager had sent me. And here we go. I'm looking at the original two buildings and seeing what should go there. What should go behind the higher building. Because it's so close to the wall, it's right up next to the wall. I think it should be a tavern or something like an inn, someplace where people gather, but not a political place like a town hall. It should be like that building is a part of is where the innkeeper lives, or will eventually live by himself, and make it look like that is an inn that is in that corner, because it's right up next to the it's definitely up next to the wall of the town. So that is my suggestion. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Now I know that these are facing a different way, and that's what's making them be a different color. I don't mind that. I actually like it, like it's some kind of water or something like that. That was one of your first ideas? What a coincidence! Yeah, well, you know, like minds and all that. We do tend to have like mind, which is one of the reasons why I enjoy the suggestions that you make and things like that. So yeah, we definitely do. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so the university walkway is actually done. And I am going to say now that we don't need this right here. And as a matter of fact, if we wanted to, we could do what buildings do in situations like this, and we could actually put hedges on this corner. Now they're gonna walk over the hedges more than likely if I put them here, but let's look at bushes. Corrales would say bushes. Now cluttered has an interesting bush piece. Here's a bush from Biomes of Plenty, and then of course leaves. So let's see. We could do azalea. Good old azalea to the rescue, and just actually do bushes right here, flowered bushes, and see what it's like. With a tavern will also come some extra infrastructure with it. You think it would be interesting? I agree. I think that would be really kind of cool. I think it would. Nope, not you. Let's look at these bushes for a second. Oh, that's curious. That looks like a creature. That is cluttered, and that is odd. Let's look at Biomes of Plenty bush. And yeah, that's bushes, but that's more like field brush. So these actually are the only ones that are going to work in the corner the way we want. It's just to be like that. Just to be that size of tree right there. And I think I'm that. What do I have here? How far away is this? 1, 2, 3. So we can go from there, 1, 2, 3. So the bushes would be in this area right here. We'd need to have this. Recommendations. Put some leaves near the bushes. I think you were correct. I think that would really be quite interesting. Hold on. What's this? Let's take this away. Let's make this, and we'll just have that log there. These are the bushes that belong to this. Let me look at leaves. Let's look at carpet and see what leaves we have. Flowering carpet. What is that? That's interesting. Let's look at leaves. I thought that there were flat leaves. Floral tree. Let me think about azaleas. Z-A-L. So there isn't anything flat with that. Jacaranda. C-G-A-C-A. And there's a sapling, and there's that piece of leaf. Well, we must have been putting in the tall ones then. That's what we must have been doing. Okay. I thought we were putting something flat, but we actually weren't. So let's take some of these, and let's see what would happen if we put a piece here. Let's see if we can put this on top of this. We'll find out in a minute. Let me see if I like this. If I can put something there, I cannot. It has to be planted on the ground. And near the bushes. Excuse me. Wow. My throat just... I think this is the only thing that I'm going to be able to put in this part. We can add some more flowers. This part right here that's not green. Let's make this green in this section right here. Let's just pull this out. I know this is meant to be a walk up in this area, but I think we might actually put in some sort of actual path. Maybe. This is the museum section right here. I think I'd want to put some kind of path over top of the grass. So we had taken this and made it so that it looked like this in this area. And now we're just going to take some of that out and back and see about doing something different for just a minute. There is a little walkway around to here and around this way. But what would happen if we put in actual path piece and see? And also it will be great to try to increase the morale of the villagers. It might help with it. So you believe it will be the first official building in the settlement to have a stone foundation and use white timber frames that you've planned. A tavern. I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be really, really nice. Let's try something here. Path. ETH. I don't want to use the running bond because I like the way it looks as flooring. So we could use stone. I'm not going to use those. Let's see what the stone would look like if we had stone pieces running along here. Okay. And then up to this part right here, and then up to here. So this is a path right along there. It goes up to the library museum and up farther. Let me take this piece right here and let's put it right here. And then that all is walkable in this area. Hold on for a second. And Mr. Villager is saying in chat, considering that for now you don't have the necessary infrastructure for now to produce the drinks and that kind of stuff in mass, would Prasino mind helping with that? Absolutely. Without a doubt. You tell us what you need for those kinds. What kind of beer are you going to? Do you need hops? Or are you just going to make some kind of hot chicory drinks for the people? Let's look up and see. That's what that looks like from the air. We could do that along here to to not have it be muddy, we could have that, okay, we could have actual path of rocks in these areas here. This would be interesting to see what happens with this. I know that's walked off, and this is a sidewalk here. This is another place where if we wanted these right here, we could actually put, oh, wrong thing. We could actually put these right along this part. So that was 1, 2. To just give them a little buffer from the street and just have it look like that. That actually is kind of okay. And this area too. And see this part right here where this is all dirt right in this part, to decide what we want to do with that, whether she wants to have it be gravel or have something be filled in there. We might look at some of that area in regards to what she might want to do. That's Alamar's shop. That's the Fletcher. You have these on the ground. You have these on the ground. And we'll just hold on to this for a second because we have another section where we might put in another set of road. Do we want to do something with this? Do we want to make it match? So from the air, hold on a sec. Let's look here. This is Yisrael living here. Let's go over here. Let's see who lives here. This is Alamar, as a matter of fact. The Fletcher being right here. We could go to the museum. Why don't we do that? The moon is setting. Why don't we go to the museum for a minute? I'll come up here. This is another place where we can have that pathing. Come around. And I like the idea of that. I like the idea of maybe using these. Instead of having the dirt road parts right here. So right off of this and right coming along here and just coming up to this, and there we are. Let's go to sleep without anything in our hand. Let's do that. Let's not have anything in our hand when we go to sleep. So, whew, we made it in time. Yay. Can you imagine? If you want, you can actually go back to the beginning of this colony. You can go back, it's all on YouTube. You can actually see when all there was wagon trains. That this whole area on the inside of the town where the school is, this big tower right here belongs to the schoolhouse, and all of this was where the wagons were gathered round. We even had a tavern, a wagon tavern with tents before this tavern was built. So the town has grown up quite a bit, and that is why we are putting in permanent roads in areas and making paths rather than having little muddy walks. We're actually going to have pathing. In some of these areas here, they have cobblestone walkways here, but see where this is all in this part right here, to take out these and put in the path. And what are we using? We're using Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. We're using the rock paths from that. And what do we need? We need to put the grass back, but I want to put it so that I can put down the, uh-oh, I made it go in. I keep doing that. So that I can see where it's supposed to go. So that we can just put these pieces right on top where these road pieces are. So right here. And I'm specifically putting them on top of the grass. Just to make it look prettier, I think. And there we go. Okay. And we have this area here. Take these out and we'll do it. So, so that's an interesting thing. So Mr. Villager is playing in survival, and he is playing with a much more complex, there's some complexities to Millionaire. I think that Minecolonies does not have. We do have illness, and we do have situations where people need help and where people are unhappy. We can see that people are unhappy if they are, and things like that. But it's a little tiny bit different in some respects. And yeah, so that is what he has to deal with. He has a lot more different things to deal with than I do. And let's put this right here. We'll have some pathing stuff all along here. Wouldn't it be nice if this was buried into the ground? It would be. But I'm just going to have it like this. It's one of the reasons I haven't really used this that much, because it's sitting up on top. And it is not a half slab. See, it's not something, it's actually carpet. It's actually meant to sit on top of the ground right there and to look like that. And that's fine. It just makes it that I don't use it that often because of that, because it does that. But in this area here, because we now have an actual road, actual permanent road in this section, it is good for us to consider this kind of pathing. Boom, boom. Just to make it all look really kind of cool. And there we are. So yeah, I'm just putting that part into this section right here. And putting some path pieces right here. You don't interfere. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Elise finished the level 2, I believe, of the new pottery shop that we have going in. Should I just do this? Look what that looks like. wonder if I should just go ahead and use the deep slate or ball. What is it called? This right here. Basalt, polished basalt. Polished basalt is gorgeous, and smooth basalt. So I might end up doing something totally different. They don't want to stay in my ears today. That's very curious. They don't want to stay in my ears. So let's come over here for a second and let's see. Let's compare. Nope. I don't like it. I don't. I actually love this. I actually love this stuff. I do love that. But I'll leave it to you guys to decide what do you think? Do you like this? Do you like the little stone paths like that? Or do you like that shale look? The brick shale. That would be something. All right, so we were on our way over here. All of these are round. I have some of that. This is stripped wood. Interesting. That's a stripped wood door. Why don't we put these in here? This can go back. Oops. I sneezy. I sneezed. All right. Let's put this up here so that it can go into the warehouse. Bring it up to right here and put it in. That was collected from one of the builds. So let's come down here to where she's working. Excellent. Excellent. And let's look. So this is what Elise is working on. She is working on a brand new, hi Elise. She's working on a brand new pottery shop, which is going to be right here off the road. And we already have a person working here, not yet. Let's see if we have someone ready. This takes athletics. This is a stone smeltery. And so Baker is ready to graduate, but he's not thinking along these lines. King is not ready yet. Mackenzie's not ready. Mercy is a teacher. Trendy is a teacher. Tucker is a librarian. Fallon and Imani are librarians. We're out of people. We're out of people to take one of these kinds of jobs. That is so curious. So we'll see. Out of the people that we have, the one who probably is in the best situation. Let's see here. Would be Mackenzie. It would be Mackenzie. Mackenzie would, she has the most athletics, and the dexterity and all is similar to the others. I'm looking at some agility, adaptability. See the agility and adaptability there? We still need couriers. So we still need people. We actually still need a bunch of people. Isn't that amazing? Now, yeah, we have some people who are studying to be druids and who are going to be firefighters. So they wouldn't be considered for what we're looking at. I'm going to see how many people we have for a second, and then I'll look at what Mr. Villager sent me in regards to our town helping his town. And let's come here and see how many people. The overall happiness is good. It is good. We're not going to see it from here. So we have 106 and we can have 150 before we have to do more research to have more. I think between 106 and 150 we're going to find the amount of people that we actually need that are going to work out for what we're doing. So let's race home. I think we don't want to sleep in the museum anymore. I think we're going to run. We're going to run back to the taverna, the tavern, and we're going to go to sleep. So let's come over here. And we're going to come up to our suite right here, and we're going to go to sleep. Now, let me see what Mr. Villager sent and see what it is that he needs for them to have. Let's see. Honey bottles, 32, 16 bowls, and 32 wheat. I'm sure we can do that. Minecolonies' happiness system is just really strange. It is. It is. It's interesting. So let's come here. We're going to get some things ready. Hold on. Shirley? Just laughing. Sorry about that. I needed something for my throat for a moment. It's interesting. Okay, let's go upstairs and let's see how many honey bottles we have. So 32 bottles of honey, 16 bowls, and 32 wheat. So let's come here and let's get honey. Let's look at our honey. And we have like thousands of bottles. So I think we can spare like 32. Are you sure that's all you need? Because we apparently have abundance. We could give you 64, but let's do the 32. That's 32 right there. And we're going to put them in a container. And then bowls. Bowls. Now that'll be interesting. I'm going to go up and look and see how many bowls we actually have. None. Look at this. Oh, there we go. Okay. 183. I think we can manage to give you 16. Are you sure 16 bowls is enough? You're 20. You're not sure if you want everybody drunk. Okay. I totally understand. Let's look for the bowls. There are 5 here. Yes, there are. Let's go downstairs. I see some indication that there are many more down here. And here we go. So you need 16. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. So there's 16 bowls. And finally, wheat. So, I mean, we could, there we go. Do you want your wheat in hay bales or do you want it actually wheat? Hay bales is not wheat. Let's go up and let's find the wheat for a moment. And that would be interesting if we don't have any. I would be actually intrigued by that fact because that's what Bega grows is wheat. Hay bales, yeah. So you can have one or the other. You can have actual wheat. You will accept all with pleasure. Okay, so why don't we do 32 wheat, and do you need any seed, or are you just going to have, how many bales would you like? How many bales of wheat would you like? Do I have any? Let's look at the hay. How many do I have? I have a ton. So I can give you some of those. How many would you like? And let's go back. Let's look at wheat first. If there remains some, we will have bread for the next months. Okay, so 32 wheat. And how many of the other? Let's come down. Here we are. So let's do 32 is good enough for the hay. Okay. Do you want some more wheat? We could give you a full bushel of 64. Why don't we do that? But let's go up. Let's go up to the hay right here. Let's get the hay. And there we go. And let's see how many we can find. I think we found some. Nope, that's still that. Nope, that's not that. That's still wheat that we're finding. Is this wheat? Nah, there we go. So let's do 32 of these. So these are all for Mr. Villager's town, and we're going to put them in a wagon right here. Oh, hi, Joey. We'll close that door. So right here we have this wagon with some things. This barrel is empty, so we're going to put these things in here. This barrel is going to go on this wagon right here, and it can be picked up. We can have your people come and pick it up, but it will be here waiting. We'll figure out how we're going to get it to you. We've got lots of lovely trunks here. We definitely do. All right, so we're back to this area. Where maybe I'll look at some roads, maybe I'll look at some examples of roads online or paths online and see if there's something that's interesting to me in regards to the pieces of road that technically aren't. Did I have Elise begin working on this? Let's come back over here and let's get her to continue to work on this building so that we can make it into a retail store. So the build options, the builder is Elise. Upgrade the building. And we decided that one of the kids was actually okay for this. She just hasn't graduated yet. She has a little ways to go before she graduates, Mackenzie, and that's good because the building's not done yet. So that is happening there. Let's go and look at the retail shop. I think we actually did have a clothier actually begin working at the retail shop. We're going to come over here and look and see what's going on right here. And sure enough, there they are. It's Alonzo. And it will be safer if you go by yourselves. You don't want any druids getting hurt because of mistrusted villagers throwing rocks on them. We can meet you part of the way, and that would probably work. So, Alonzo, hi Alonzo, are you having fun? Yes? Alonzo is our clothier. He loves working with dyes and fabrics, and he is actually going to open a retail shop right here, and all the people will come and get their clothes from this shop. So that is going to be very nice. It's going to be very fun. I'm looking at this part. There is a sidewalk sort of on this side. Almost forgot. The scouts arrived all fine. Just a little wounded because of the way back, but all safe. Wounded, or what word are you looking for there? They already back to common workforce. Excellent. Excellent. That's good. Just a little winded because of the way back, but all safe. You think they are some of the first to actually trust Prasino and not see it as an enemy. Well, cool. That is what we want. That makes an excellent story, and is exactly how we want to be able to affect people, that they see us as helpful to them, and that would be so wonderful. That's what peace brings. Peace brings people working together. And that's what we'll see. So we'll see what's going on, and yeah, this will be really interesting. Okay, so let's come here. And let's see what we should work on. But nothing to worry? Okay. So what Mr. Villager is talking about is Mr. Villager had some people who were sick, including one person who was critically ill, and we actually they were actually brought to our town, and our doctors, Fastrid and Amicia, actually brought everyone back to health. And we were glad not to lose anybody because one of the people was in pretty critical condition, but we were able to get them back on their feet, which was really nice. And so that is what he is referring to. And now we're going to do not trade. This is actually going to be a gift from one town to another during that town's time of need. So we have abundance here. We have some abundance here. So we are going to be able to just give them some help and make allies, make it that they are our friends. And that is something we definitely want. Okay. And that, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be cool? And so, yes. And here we are. This is us. So I'm not wanting to do anything with these dirt roads right here yet. I want to see if I can see some different kind of pathing that I might use. I still need to have pathing come up here, and this is looking at like a 1, 2, 3. So that would only be this middle part right here going up this hill and becoming a part of everything here. So I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. And we also have, I don't think we have anyone taking this way down. Adam should actually be coming through the caves, through the cave walkway here in order to get to where he wants to get to, which is right here, which is his fishery. And I'm looking, and he is waiting, but he's not. But he should be, because look at that. It's on breaking lure, and it needs fixing. Let's see the one on the wall for a minute. I think the one on the wall is, let me look, is unbreaking mending. We could give him this one for right now. Put it in here. Oh, yeah, look at this. So see these? Let's take this out. He's got a couple of these right here that we can use to mend. Let's give him that one. And I think he can use it. He might not be able to yet. He might not be able to. Let me see. Now he's absolutely asking for a fishing rod, so let's give him back this one right here.
Can I help you?
Yes, you can. You can fish. And there we are. Let's take this one out. And let's get these repaired. We'll repair these. Let's come over this way. We're going to True. True is our blacksmith, and he definitely has an anvil that we can use. Oh, I just fished. I just used the pickaxe. I have to be careful what I have in my hand. Okay, so right here we have unbreaking mending. This one right here, especially this one. Let's use this. And what do we have? We have this one practically completely healed. Let's do this one here. And that actually did do that one. So there are 2 of these. This, they don't get back. Let me make sure that True doesn't have it. Nope, he's got a fish sandwich. Yay! And we're gonna go down and return these 2. So let's come across, jumping across the streetcar line before the streetcar comes. Feel the whoosh. And let's come down. And yeah, he's not doing anything right now. That's fine. Let's put that one up there. And let's look in inventory here. And we can put this one here. I don't want them eating these, which is why I take them away. I definitely don't want that. Look what we're getting. We're getting these books because of multi-shot we don't need, might we don't need, and disarming knockback is defensive, so we'll let that be kept. Vein mining, yeah, let's do that. And so he can have all of this stuff go to the warehouse.
What is it?
You tell me, man. You tell me. Let's cancel. Just to make sure that he's aware that he has a fishing rod now. All right. So I'll just leave him for right this second. Yeah. Okay. So we were working in this area, and we probably are a little bit done right now. And so this is what it looks like. And then up here we have that little walk off, and there we are. Okay. All right. How much time? Let's see what we can do with, there's Alamar. And Alamar has this extra band right here, but right in this spot right here where this is, she really should just have a sidewalk. Whoops. Yes, I did. Sidewalk just with this part that is part of her building. Right here. So I need a piece of this. I need a piece of this. And and then the rest is going to be this here. And I'm trying to figure out if that is okay, or if it should be like this. So you have that part right there. Let's put in this right here like this, and right here. Let's do green ones of these. Azalea, losing it again. Let's put in these right here. And let's see what it would be like if we had these sitting in front. I'm not gonna like it. You see what's happening? That it obscures those pieces right there. So this part right here, that's part of her building, we'll either have to have this come out, or in this section, and then have this either come all the way up to here or just to there. Have that be like that. So this part of it went away. This was probably another one of the markers on the, like on the other side right here. This marker right here. I don't know. That kind of almost looks like an alley, which is the reason why I like it. And I'm trying to think, in Chroma Hills, we do have some pieces of stone that change. They changed a little bit more. This is mossy, and we could put that in to get it to be just a little bit different in this area, like right here, especially where this is. Where does that go to? Whoa! Did you see that? There's something down there. But then on this side, it almost needs to go to the ship. To the ship, to the ship. Okay. And then we also have the dye shop as well. But right now, I think I'm going to not have a walkway right here. And maybe not here. Maybe just make this that goes off in that direction, but we don't have one in this part right here, and make this into something else. We could almost have like a little, some kind of little shop or something there. Couldn't we? Isn't that fascinating? It is. It's a fairly big amount of land. And that goes there. Then we have this. See where that is? Why don't we have this come across right along this part right here? Whoops. Bonky. I fell in. And have all of this be along this, just right here. And put this in. And this is actually a continuation of that. Let's put where it is mossy right here. Let's put some, especially in these shadow areas here, there might be some moss on these. And in here. And we have that. Okay. We have sidewalks. Sidewalks over between the two of these. And is a part of Alamar's fletching shop. So I don't have something for here. And that's the thing that I would actually need. Disturbance. That's the thing that I would actually like to have in this part right here. Something. Anybody got any ideas? Anything that would be pretty? Dirt. I don't really want dirt. Podzol. I don't know how I'm going to justify Podzol. Oh, I can't have Podzol. Look what it's doing. See what it's doing? That's interesting. Okay. So the only way we could have Podzol is if we planted trees there. Should probably be the same as the cobble on the other side. Let's just put cobble into this area. So it's actually coming around to this area here. And this is showing that it's coming out right here. So we'll do that. Let's take that one away. Let's set that on top of that. And have this come all the way to the end of the building right there. And then have this be grass. Be the grass piece in here. And there for now. Until I figure something out better. So I appreciate everybody being with me while I just work on some road things here. And I need to find something that I would like to go in here. I know I can mix all sorts of path materials together and do that, but at the stage that the place is at, are they still having muddy roads that they're walking on? Think about it in regards to the middle of a village, even in the farm area that we're in here. Out here, I can kind of imagine that they don't. Over here where he is, see, he's got a mixture of some things, and maybe that's what we need to do. Just make it a mixture like this of all sorts of different stuff right here. Maybe that's what we would need to do with those sections, and it would look like that. Whereas as opposed to this, which is formal sidewalk area right here, going up to the graveyard with the gates, the beautiful gates right here, and coming down past this. This is the downtown Druid station right there, and out onto the main street right here, where we do have farms, and we still have farms in the middle of town, and we still have animals in this section, primarily for the children. But see this right here? All of this needs to be needs to be paved. So we could make it look like that. We could indeed. Let's do that. Let's make it look like that. Let me look at something for a second. I thought he was paused. Quentin was paused. Let's look at the settings. Breeding is off. And building statistics, and yeah, not actually doing anything with the eggs. And that's the way we want it. He's actually paused. He's actually paused right now. That's his pet chicken right there. And we've picked up a whole bunch of eggs, which I suppose we could put in to the warehouse, or at least put it in stash. Let's very quickly come over here to the stash box, and let's see what we've got in the blue. So let's look at the bag first, and let's see some things that we're not going to keep. So these pieces, and let's come up here and let's put this in right here. Let's bring these down, and right here put this in. We're not keeping these books. We're not keeping the war books, and we're not keeping tropical fish. I don't care if it is a delicacy, nor are we keeping rotten flesh, because we have a treaty with the skeletons, and we don't keep those things. Let's put this up, and let's put this back, and now let's go to B. And so we still have some more of this. This is why I've been collecting these. Look, we have peppercorns. Yeah, we have fish and all sorts of stuff. Now those two really should go back into lot, and we did pick up 5 eggs, and we could give them the prismarine. All the rest of this is mine, except for I will take the nests. We usually sell those to places that need apiaries, that need bees. So that's one of the things that we do. Whoa, look at that. Let's take all of these doors. We can have this, and these are things that they're going to have. So we still have a courier. We still might have a guard tower. We might have another residence, but it's more than likely that those pieces are done. Let's come here and let's look at this. Those go away. The birch is actually theirs. This isn't. And I'll let them sell the nests. So here we go. And we'll just put all of this in here. And those are theirs. Those are things from their town. And that just leaves. The things that I didn't give them are things that I made at some point, like this. And things like that. My own weapons. And some of these belong to the dead. These pieces right here all belong to dead, and they will be honored at Samhain. Oh, I could give them those, the ones that are used, like that pickaxe. The townspeople might talk me into, because netherite is so rare, they might talk me into recovering that tool from the nether miner, the ambassador who passed away, and returning it, having a true work on it and fix it, and then returning it for others to use. And I think maybe we'll do that. That would make sense. Now see how we have this on this area right here? We've got this on the wall. And let me see if, let's come over here. You have to go, Chato. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, Jeanne. And enjoy your meal. Could put two here. Let me see what this looks like. I won't worry so much about this part right here. Yeah, I think not. I think we'll just make that like that's hills. The thing that I am kind of avoiding is this right here. I really have to do something about this right here, and I guess I'm just going to pave it. I'm just going to have this come up this walkway here. So we have up here diorite areas, and over here we have nothing. This is just dirt. And so we could just go ahead and use the andesite and put it in. It's definitely not going to have rail running up it, so that would be something that we'd have to look at. Look at that. That's actually quite cool. So behind me is one of the dormitories and two of the private homes, and up on the hill is one of the private homes. Above the cave entrance, we could make the cave entrance maybe in an entrance. That would be interesting. We could do that. And then right here, this is one of the homes, and up above those what is that? I know there's a name for those kinds, that particular kind of roofing, but that is not dorms, but apartments. It's kind of like a shared home is what that is up above there. And that's Jillian, the glass cutter, who is doing something on top of her bushes. So, okay. All right, Chato. I hope you have a wonderful dinner. And Mr. Villager, obrigado. And yes, so all of the things that you requested are ready, and they are waiting to be picked up. And I think we could do something about that. You know the name of it? Yeah, it's some kind of pottery. It's some kind of pottery that's used for those. Yeah, but I don't know what right now. And so, Mr. Villager, obrigado. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. We've been listening to Drone Hands music, and now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus. Yay! Okay, bye for now. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. There we go.